Hi everyone, this is Killshot99 Gaming. This is Play Dead Live, The Asylum Part 2. If you guys do not know what The Asylum is, it is our very own role-playing game where we immerse you into the action. It is a combination of The Walking Dead, World of Warcraft, Dungeons & Dragons, all those things lumped into one. You can play your very own character. For those of you that are new, you will not be rolling characters tonight after the stream. If you have the desire to roll a character, we'll give you 7 different classes that you can choose from, so certainly we'll stick around. So tonight, if you are here and you are playing, you will play a generic character. This is our second in a 3-part series. Last week, we introduced the group to the Asylum. Also, in the first minute of our stream, I am going to announce an attendance check. So everybody's here right now. If you guys could let us know that you're here to get the attendance experience points, that is a bonus just for showing up, whether you play, whether you're not play. Kel will be snapshotting, so the first 60 seconds is your opportunity to really get in as I give you the intro and everything that goes down. Those of you that were in groups last week, I just want to give you a reminder. The 2 groups have merged, and if your name is from A to an L, you are in group number 1. M through Z, you are in group number 2. So group 1 and 2 has merged together. This is very important. I need you guys to understand right now which group you're going to be in to keep gameplay going, because the puzzles are going to be fast, furious. The action is going to be fast and furious. And also, I do have to warn you, there are going to be some things up on the screen that could be a little bit, not disturbing, but a little bit confusing. So I'm going to say it like that. It's not going to blow you away, but if your eyes are very sensitive at times, there are going to be times that don't stare at the screen. You are going to want to turn away from time to time. So I've given you the complete introduction to the Asylum. The last thing I'm going to ask each and every one of you to do, and you'll learn this on Saturday streams, we do our inventory and your gear. You need to know what weapon you are equipped with and what your armor is. So start to look at your inventory right now. If you know what you're holding, then I will quickly call on you and ask you what your weapon is. Sometimes there will be a multiplier, and then we will go through damage. All right, everybody, we got full attendance. We are 1 minute in. And Alexa, dim everyone's lights and play some creepy-ass music, because we're getting ready to go into Play Dead Live, The Asylum, Part 2. Everybody ready? If you're ready, give me a quick 999. Let me know that some things are going to go down. I will be keeping up with XP, and I will be explaining your experience points tomorrow at the end of our stream. And before we go, one more shout out, I'm sorry. How about a shout out to the Play Dead Live sponsors? That group has supported this game. An amazing, amazing job by that group of people. So one quick shout out for that group of people for making this all become a reality for each and every one of us. Here we go, everybody. Everything happened so fast. The military being herded like cattle and then dumped in this place, these rooms. And then a test, an escape room test? Well, with weapons and equipped and a group now trying to achieve a common escape goal, you certainly feel much better. What's that written on the wall? Mind, body, and soul? But somehow, your confusion is now turning to rage. You must get to the bottom of who is responsible for these deadly games. Why are you even here? And what do they really want? You were in the same group you were in last week, Deadly Dimes. So you're still with your group in group 2. All right, everybody. So as we transition, group number 1, and we know where group number 2 was left off last week. Group number 2 was left with military all up in their face. So everybody in group number 1, that would be A through L. This is the room that you are now in, and you have your weapons, you have your armor fully equipped. So if you're in group number 1, I'm going to give you about 10 seconds to sort of look at the scenery, decide there is no way out. Going forward is the only way. So Charlie Messenger says, I'm going to take cover. Amanda is a little bit confused. Tammy Hill died last week. Everybody is playing. You are all fully engaged. You are all alive. You are involved. Nobody is dead for a long period of time and Play Dead Live. But if you're not in group number 1, you can certainly make things more difficult for group number 1. But this is your opportunity. Yes, you can. And guys, I need you to get here early. I'm going to pause the stream for 1 second. If you have gameplay questions, you have got to get here early and ask your gameplay questions before we start. We are limited with an hour and 45 minutes. So get into streams early. I'll be here answering questions. Once it starts, we are moving forward. So it's gameplay questions from this point on. Everybody's involved. A to L, let me know what you guys are doing currently. Sherilyn Tuck, I'm dodging to the left, cover from the back. Amanda Tomlin, I'm looking like what but taking cover? Looking around. So a lot of people seem to be taking cover. Jim Stone, looking at the wall. All right. So we're going to transition group number 1 as you guys are all in the room. And as you're looking around to the left side, we have got a minimum of 2 walkers that you definitely see. Weapons are at hand. So I'm going to do a quick 5-second reaction check. Everybody's here. A lot of people seem to be... What weapon are you equipped in, Amy? I need to know. Weapon is ready. Trigger Caloris. All right. 5-second counter. Football Master is attacking. Football Master, what are you attacking with? Love it. Bonnie Wright going up with the tire iron, moving forward. Hippo in the back of the house. So Football Master, I need to know what you're attacking with. All right, Football Master goes to kick one in the knee to knock it over. So Football Master goes in. Angel Caloris is shooting at walkers with a bow. So we got one person going in. So get all your attacks there. A couple people moving forward. Angel Caloris, pick a number 1 to 6, please. Amy Bones swinging my Alexa at the first one. So, Angel, you get a direct hit right in the back of Football Master, who decided to run in. You guys are using your weapons. Amy Bones Ferreira, pick a number 1 to 4, please. Football Master, you have taken 4 points of damage out of a possible 5. You're at 1 point of damage. Trigger has got a beast weapon and just landed right in your shoulder. Amy with an Alexa +2. Sherilyn Tuck, you went around back. Amy, you absolutely destroyed the first walker. Sherilyn Tuck was going around back. Sherilyn, pick a number 1 to 6, please. A 4. Amy, you take out the first walker with your Alexa +2. Your follow-through hits Sherilyn square on the shoulder with no armor. She takes 3 points of damage. Sherilyn, you are now at 2 life. Football Master, you're at 1 life. Football Master runs to the back. We still have 4 additional zombies coming out of the side. 1 is down, 1 is in the back, 4 additional. We have a total of 5 enemies that are up right now. Amanda Tomlin jumping back, looking for something to grab fast. Fair enough. Moonshot. I shoot the second walker with my bow. Go pull it, Football Master, back to the group. Will the Bill. Need medic to at least stop the bleeding on Football Master. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea. The medic is a little bit tied up right now. But great suggestion and great super chat. All right. Amy. Will the Bill, not only was that a great super chat, but it was a wonderful suggestion. I'm going to give you guys experience points if you super chat or recommend great suggestions that I see, or some sinister suggestions that might enhance gameplay a little bit. So we have 4. All right, round 2 is the walker's turn. Sherilyn Tuck, I need you to pick another number from 1 to 6. 2. The walker in the back hits you for 1 additional point of damage. Sherilyn Tuck is now at 1 life. Moonshot. Moonshot, you do get a hit on the walker in the back. Takes 3 points of damage. It is still attacking. So it's still good. We got 4 additional walkers that are not within range. So your ranged attackers will get a free attack. So Football Master is going with Goucher Goucher. Wow, I got 3 medics trying to help 1 person. So Amy, Kel, or Goucher Goucher, I need to know what each of you are doing. Everybody else pause. Let's see what the 3 medics are doing. All right, all 3 medics are on the same team. Football. Calm, trying to help you be okay. So Goucher Goucher is inspecting Football Master, who is now at 1 life, putting pressure on the wound. So 3 people are trying to help Football Master. Sherilyn is trying to find a safe place. She is down to 1 life after being hit in the head with Amy's Alpha Cane and also a second attack on a walker. So, okay, all medics are completely busy with football. I need everybody else to know what your attack range is. Cardinal Crawfish, line up the walkers in my crosshair and use my Cobra Bow, shooting my arrow, and it goes through 3 zombies' heads. That probably not going to happen. That would be beyond a San Antonio split. However, the walkers are not in direct line. That would be a little bit of a stretch, but I will give you your round attack on one of the walkers. Pick a number from 1 to 12, Crawfish. Wheel the Bill, 1 medic. You guys help the... Absolutely, that's what I'm saying, Wheel the Bill. Sherilyn's going to bleed out in a few seconds here after Amy whacked her over the head. Crawfish picks an 8. Crawfish, you do 4 points of damage to the walker. One of the walkers in the back. Still have 4. 1 is taking damage in the front. A second one's taking damage. 2 are completely undamaged. Jason Moonshot, call the snipers to the front. We take a shot and send someone to Sherilyn. It's going to take you a round to get that done. All right, who's attack? All right, everybody that's attacked, I need you guys to pause. Your attacks are done. Moonshot, you've taken your attack. Crawfish, you've taken your attack. All 3 medics are tied up. Football Master is out of attack, and Sherilyn is in a bad situation. So if I mention the 6 or 7 of you, you guys pause. Stop what you're doing. Everybody else from A through L, I'm going to give you guys 10 seconds to let me know what you're doing. Are you helping? Are you hiding? Are you ducking? Or are you attacking? And what are you attacking? So Charles the Messenger kills the walkers with my scales now. So Charles the Messenger is going to attack the closest walker, which is the second one. Once again, if you are Kel, Goucher, Amy, Crawfish, Moonshot, Football Master, or Sherilyn, you have all used your attack for this round. You don't get 10 attacks per round. We go step-by-step combat. You have not grabbed Sherilyn, Amy. You are still working on Football Master. Barbara Lynn is hiding. Heart of Nixie. I'm guarding the medics with my broom handle. I'm keeping an eye on the second walker to go down with his axe. Gemstone stepping forward, attack stance. Julie J. Tell everyone to get down. Shoot the ring gun with the platinum glyph. All right. Once again, those of you that have inventory, remember, you have potions. Your glyphs are equipped items, but you have items in your inventory that can assist some of these people. So think through in combat what you might be carrying and what you might be able to use. All right, Julia Muse, ready to use my 9mm to bash a walker in the head. Fair enough. Julia is with Jim. Okay, Amy, where are you throwing the healing smoke? And Julie J, can I toss my green hill smoke at someone? Absolutely can toss your green. Where would you like to throw your green hill smoke, Julie J? And great suggestions, Will. As he said, one medic, and you guys should be splitting up the task turn by turn. Remember, it's turn-based combat. So I want to stick with Julie J right now. So Julie J throws the heal smoke toward Cherilyn, who is down to 1 life. Julie J, pick a number 1 to 6. All right, Julie J hits Cherilyn, or the ground in front of Cherilyn, with the healing smoke. She suddenly goes from 1 life up to 3 life. And Julie J, you will be gaining 25 XP for using that green hill smoke. It comes out of your inventory. The other thing is, if you guys accidentally use something you don't have in inventory, I can't cross-check it in real-time combat. However, it will be an experience points penalty if after the stream I find out that you never had the item. So you will take a huge experience point hit. So it is up to you to know what's in your inventory. And if you don't have a green hill smoke, Julie J does, but if you try to use something you don't have, it will set you back majorly. All right, just want to get that out in the open. However, Julie J, in addition to healing Cherilyn, you notice that the walker that was standing right beside Cherilyn, also, the arrow that went through from Moonshot completely healed. So now we've got 1 walker dead, 4 walkers that are completely full of life, but Cherilyn has lived to fight another day. So Cherilyn, you are at 3. All right, group, your second turn, the 3 walkers are now in combat range. 1 is dead. All 4 are within combat range of the group and can attack any player randomly. So I'm going to let this group right now decide. Everybody has a turn. Leave your comments right now. I want to know who you're attacking, what you're doing. It is panic. It is chaos. You can try to sort it out as much as you can, but I'm looking for everybody's suggestion right now. There are 4 walkers in front of you, and there are at least 10 of you. Julia, I want to smash the head of the closest walker with my gun. So Julia goes up to smash the closest walker. Julia, pick a number. Trigger, using her knife to kill a walker. Number 1 to 6, Julia. Moonshot says, guys, I have a rage potion and a gun ring. Bonnie Wright. Bonnie. All right, Julia, I got you on standby. Bonnie Wright throws the chill smoke. Bonnie, pick a number 1 to 10, please. An 8. Julia, you are in attack range. You hit for 6 points of damage. As you hit, the walker you go to hit gets reaction and starts to swing at you. As it starts to swing, you notice it's like the $6 Million Man. It is going in super, super slow motion. I mean, it gives you plenty of time to duck. Bonnie Wright, I'm giving you 25 XP. Great use of your chill smoke. Great job slowing them down. Team, there's 4 walkers out there in super, super slow motion for a turn. Think wisely about your attacks. Amy is swinging her Alexa at the 3rd walker's head. Direct hit. 50% damage. Still alive. Amanda Tomlin, I need to get the hammer so I can start to swing it. Cardinal Crawfish, commercial break. Are you in a horde of walkers? Number off and calm down. Remember your number and plan out your attacks and healing others and healing others who need it. That is phenomenal advice, everybody. I know it gets up-tempo. I know we panic, but it is turn-based. You don't have to give me 5 different actions. Give me one good action. Football Master jumps up at 1 life and runs in to attack the slow-mo walker with his guitar. Okay. Pick a number, 1 to 6. It's a Stradivarius. You hit for 4 points of damage, Football Walker. Or Football Master, sorry. You're about to find out why you're a Football Walker. All right, we have 3 walkers that have taken damage. All are slow motion for a few more seconds. Amy's done damage on several. You did not find a stick. You guys cannot tell me what you find. You can tell me what you're doing. You can't tell me what you find. Okay, 5 more seconds. Any last-minute attacks before we switch initiative? Last call. If you've not attacked yet this round, give me your attack order. Hippo drop kicks a walker. Hippo runs into combat. And Angel using my bow and arrow. All right, everybody. Messenger's taking his medic bag off. We are switching combat. So, Amy's pushing through. Hippo went in to attack Angel Caloris. Pick a number 1 to 6. A 4. Hippo, pick a number 1 to 6. Julie J. Jason Moonshot Walker, new member. Use my rage potion on me and Julie J. so we can use our ring gun. Someone attack the walker with the axe and grab it. Great, great suggestions. Hippo goes in once again in front of the ranged. No communication between the ranged and the snipers. Hippo, the good news is the walker you attacked is dead. The bad news is Angel Trigger Caloris put the arrow right through your shoulder blade as you was attacking and went directly through the walker's head to finish him off. You take 4 points of damage for your attack. Hippo, you are down to 1. Football Master, the chill smoke has worn off and the walker that you attacked with 1 life now gets a hit on you. You take 4 points of lethal damage. Football Walker is unconscious, has taken lethal damage. Attacked, was not healed, got up in the middle of being healed, and went in and attacked again, only to be finished off by a walker. So currently, we have 3 walkers left, and we have one of our players that is currently unconscious. Now, we are going to transition once again. There are many of you. There are 3 walkers and a player that has taken lethal damage. And we know what lethal damage means. Amy, you check, and there is a slowing pulse. Amy goes in to check on Football Master. Will says watch out. Amy, pick a number 1 to 6, please. All right. Amy foolishly, or non-foolishly, because it is her class, went in to help an unconscious team member. There are 3 walkers, and we're going to call them 1, 2, and 3. And number 4 is Football Master. Amy is completely surrounded by those 3. She has gotten all 3 of their attention. And I need the rest of you to slow down and to think about Amy's dire situation, being completely surrounded. And I need you guys to make a plan. It is now our team's attack. You get 1 attack before these walkers. Think wisely about what might be in your inventory, who you attack, and if this whole thing is going to get completely out of hand. So I'm going to give you guys about 15 seconds to get your attacks in. Kel, I have and use a blue chill smoke and throw it to Amy. It's pretty smart. $25 XP. You have successfully slowed them down. She is still surrounded. Ben is still watching out. Heart of Nixie, I'm willing to go after 1 walker with the broom handle. Amanda, I go in and help Amy football tackle, taking it down. Amanda rushes in. All right. Amanda, you successfully football tackle 1 of the walkers. You are lying on top of 1 of the walkers. There are 2 more. And you're currently on the ground beside, semi on top of a walker. Cardinal shoots walker number 1. Crawfish, normally you would hit. Unfortunately, you wasted your attack because Amanda tackled walker number 1. So Crawfish wastes an attack. Amanda's on the ground with the walker. Walker 2, walker 3 are there. Amy, you're starting to hear a little bit of heavy breathing from Football Master. Gemstone, I move toward the walkers in my Alpha Cane and go to strike. Gemstone, which walker are you attacking? Amy turns her attention and her back to smash the walker that Amanda had attacked. Football Master, pick a number 1 to 10, please. So Amy uses her attack to smash the walker in the head that is with Amanda, turning her attention away from Football Master. Okay. I've got the result of that roll. I'm going to put it to the side. I'm going to let everybody else get your attack rounds in before we go to the walker's attack. All right. Anyone else ranged or rushing into attack? So let me set it up for you, Roxanne, if you're listening in. Several people have run in very, very aggressively. People in the back with bows and such have shot at some of those people. There were initially 2. Some people got shot in the back. Then someone who was injured actually got up and ran back in and attacked another one. 3 more walkers showed up, so there were a total of 5. 2 are dead, 3 are still active, and one of our people, Football Master, has taken lethal damage and has turned, and the doctor who ran in to look at that person turned her attention away from that person to help another person that rushed in to take out a walker. A lot of cardinal sins going on here. Absolutely. You got Alexa, Amy, and your full attention is on that walker, but that's not it's not your problem. I don't think... Amy, your attack explicitly says, I smashed the downed walker in the head with my sword. That's your attack. Let me be clear with you guys. Hold on. I'm going to pause the stream for a second because you guys are getting out of hand. You get 1 attack. You can't attack a walker, grab another weapon, hit another walker. You can type 100 things. But I'm basing it on your reaction. So I'm going to set the stage for everybody viewing again, so you guys are clear. Amy went in to help Football Master. Amanda went in to help a walker that was attacking Amy. Amy turned her attention from Football Master and attacked Amanda's target, which means you've got Amanda, a walker, and Amy, and you've got Football Master who has just turned. Now, you've got a whole lot of other people that can still take an action here, but I want to be clear where everybody stands right now. Ben Stevenson, everybody needs to form back up. People, weapons that have attacks left in front, move through the 3 walkers as a group while attacking. Great suggestion, Ben. Your group needs to enact that. Julie J., I will certainly say, as a level 0 priest, good luck. I don't know what to help you. You're going to have a lot more influence later on. Okay. Everybody clear? I know it's fast-paced. I know it's panic. We will get through it. So there's a few players that are so fast to act before anybody else. And you guys type 10 times, and you got to remember, you've got another 7 or 8 people that can assist you. And there's nothing wrong with moving in, but you got a whole turn to move in. You don't have to move in before somebody shoots their bow. All right. Moonshot. It's okay, we listen to Ben, we get in line. I shoot football in the back of the head. Moonshot, you hit football in the arm. You hit. You do automatic damage. You did not hit him in the head. However, it was the arm that was closest to Amy, so you might have bought her just a little bit of time. Like that. Amy, you're not doing anything yet. You're not doing anything until your next round. You get one action per turn. Right now, you have just bashed a walker that is beside Amanda, and that is your only action until the next round. E-Beach. What's up, E-Beach? Good evening. And Roman as well. All right, group one, last call for your attacks. Julie J., it is noted you are playing your class. You are praying. I would pray that your group read some of the chat. All right, Crawfish, second commercial break. If you're being attacked by walkers, don't rush into walkers, and a football man is turning, stab him in the head. Absolutely. So there's no doubt that the action should have been different and slower. Bonnie Wright, attack number 4 with the tire iron. All right, Bonnie, pick a number 1 to 6, please. Eight points of damage. Walker number 4 is taken out. Bonnie, you get the kill once again. You guys understand, many of you have rage potions, some of you have heal potions, some of you have chill potions, and you run in and do some of the most crazy, outlandish things I've ever seen. So we now have Walker 1 is on the ground, smashed, not completely dead. Amy and Amanda are on the ground. Football Master has taken damage. I can't tell you how much. And now it is reaction turn. So 3 walkers are going to react, and then we're going to get back to the other turn. Trigger. Number 1 to 6, please. Trigger, you are geared. You take 2 points of damage. All right. All walkers have attacked. That was the closest walker. Trigger is at 3. Now, everybody on team 1, organize your attacks. There's 3 walkers left. 3 targets left. I told you guys tonight was going to be fast and furious, but you got to know your weapons and you got to abide to the turn-based combat. Otherwise, it is going to be absolute madness. And you know what? I guess 10 people being attacked by 5 zombies without working as a team would probably be absolute madness. You do have a gun ring, Julie J. 1 walker's on the ground, Hippo. Amy and Amanda, you are within striking distance of the walker on the ground. Football Master is a couple of feet away from Amy, did not get off his last attack, and there's 1 additional walker alive. So there are 3 total targets. Chairlin does not have a weapon, but I am going in hard. So Chairlin charges in again. Chairlin, which walker would you like to charge in and attack? Target 1, 2, or 3 with no weapons. I love it. I love it. This is like Groundhog Day. Just pick a walker. Any walker. Number 2. All right. Chairlin is charging in to target number 2, which is Football Master. And no weapons. All right. You run in and pick a number 1 to 6. Everybody else, I need to know which targets you are attacking. Everybody, you got 1, 2, and 3. All right, Chairlin, you do 1 point of damage. You punch that walker right in the face, and that is Football Master. And he is still right there. Bonnie Wright says, reform, and that is a super chat that needs to have people saying, what are we doing? What a great suggestion. Reform and let the snipers take a shot without everybody risking. Well done, Bonnie. Great suggestion. Way to get everybody's attention. Crawfish says, clear my line of sight and shoot at walker number 4. Crawfish, with your bow, pick a number 1 to 6. Lethal damage, walker number 4 is dead. All right, there are 2 targets remaining. Anyone that is not attacked left. There's 1 walker on the ground in between Amy and Amanda, and there is Football Master, who is now covered by Chairlin Tuck. And there is no line of sight. She went in, I think the word, like, I'm going in hard with my fist. She bowled him over. So Gabe absolutely liked it. All right, Julie J. There are 2 targets. There's number 1 and number 2. Number 1 is the one with Amy and Amanda. Number 2 is Football Master. That's all we got left, everybody. Amy and Amanda, I'll take your actions as well. Amy and Amanda, first attack, please. Man, you guys are like super hyped up to go in and do your thing. Now I'm like waiting on jumping up and using my foot to smash the walker in the head. Stab 1 in the head with Alexa. All right, you both hit that walker. That walker is dead. Julie J. Said a little prayer for the team a little bit earlier. Julie, you might be feeling some sort of connection here with Chairlin. Chairlin, you decide out of the blue that it might be a good idea to flip around the walker. Just suddenly something comes over you, some strange vibe, some strange feeling, and you just completely just flip it around out of nowhere. So now the group has 1 walker with its back turned to you, and Tammy, I see Jim's attack. She's attacking something that's not there. And that's what I just stated. There are 2 targets. There's 1 and 2. Crawfish took out the other walker with his attack. There's Football Master, and there's the one that Amy just attacked with Alexa. Amy killed the one between them. The last walker that's available is Football Master. And she just completely switched places with it. Trigger is taking aim. Trigger, pick a number 1 to 6. And done. We have cleared 5 walkers and 1 of our very own. Football Master died in the process. Will be taking a debuff. Will be joining us in the next scenario. So Football Master, walk around, take a little break, catch your breath, and then when they advance to the next situation, you will be back with your group. So, what did we learn from this in this super, super long combat? There were 5 walkers. There was no communication between the snipers, between people that didn't have weapons. Everybody just went batshit crazy and ran in there full speed and got in front of your people with ranged weapons. Remember, it is turn-based. Some of you tried to attack 4 times in 1 turn before somebody else even got an attack. And you also have experienced role-play gamers that are giving you advice. I saw Bonnie Wright come up with suggestions. I saw Crawfish. I saw Ben. I saw Tammy Dimes. So slow it down. You lost 1. He's going to take a debuff. Everybody else, you got through the first combat. So, whew. Who's last? Like, who was in the back watching the door again? Who didn't have a weapon? No, you guys help me out again. Don't hide. Those of you that were hiding, that were in the very, very back, speak up. Barb Berlin. There you go. Barb has this behind her. 1 walker behind the group. Barb Berlin, I'm going to give you first attack to defend yourself. Everybody else, be on the ready. That's the answer, right? Everyone's still alive except Football Master. Anybody from A to L, Crawfish? All right, Barb, 5 seconds. 4, 3. Barb does a karate roundhouse kick. I love it. 2 points of damage, Barb. You stun it. Okay, team, everybody else. Barb just did a roundhouse, got a direct shot. It is the entire team's turn. Don't tell me Cherylyn's going to go in hard again because I don't know the group can take it again. All right, let's see. Jim is telling the snipers to shoot. No weapon, Hippo. Crawfish calls out the shot with the Cobra bow. So there's 1 person taking a shot. Crawfish says, duck. I'm going to give all of you guys 10-second reaction. What do? Attack, duck, aim. Everybody, Crawfish decided to take the first attack. He has a shot, and he yells duck as he shoots. So Kel is ducking. Charles is going in for the throat punch. Oh, boy. Everybody's ducking except one's going in for the throat punch. Oh, no, 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 Crawfish. Everyone did not duck. I've got a throat puncher in the house. You better pray. Crawfish, pick a number 1 to 10. It is arrow, fist, walker head, explosion. But Crawfish gets a super, super hit. As at the time of the throat punch, Charles, was it a closed fist throat punch, or was it like an open hand throat punch? Was it like a, one of those jabs with with the fingers, or was it like a punch right in the throat? Closed fist. Walker is dead. Charles, you look down and you just had a Rick Grimes moment. You got 3 doctors, luckily, in the house. Would any of you like to retrieve his fist from the Walker's face and sew it back on? He's absolutely missing a hand. 3 points of damage. Charles, in his throat punch antics, is now down to 2 life, and he is missing. Are you right-handed or left-handed, Charles? Just want to know which. I think you probably went in with the right hand, like full throat punch. Right hand, yeah. You have no right hand at the moment. And you are bleeding. The medics are going to give you a little bit of attention. So the group moves forward while you guys are patching up, Charles. Life goes on. Group number 1, this is the next room that you guys go into. And we're going to take a little bit of break while you guys patch Charles up. So we're moving on to group number 2. Everybody in group number 2, give me a shout. Good job, group number 1. Combat was pretty intense there. Group number 2, hopefully you guys are ready. Can I get a holler, everybody, from M through Z? Where's my group number 2 players? Good experience points. There were some decisions better than others. There were some lucky decisions and good class play by multiple people. All right. And a lot of help from the team. I saw some good super chats, some good suggestions. I think the main thing, and we've learned this, we've done this 12 weeks, is turn-based, everybody. All right, good. I see everybody that's here. I'm flipping over. Let's get our M through Z's. All right, group number 2. Where did we leave you guys last week? I'm going to give a kills coin to the first person that can tell me the final scenario for these 2 groups last week. Julie J. Kel, I want some heel smoke in front of those scary dudes. Remember, in group number 1, should have remembered this, rage potions. Those walkers would have went down a hell of a lot faster. Some of you guys sitting on a boatload of rage potions. All right, group number 2. Oh, yeah, I remember these guys. So you guys had just gotten all of your weapons. Had a little bit of death, had a little rocky run at it, and as you walked out, we're confronted by a few military commandos. These guys are geared. So, weapons drawn. Group number 2, I'm going to give you 15 seconds to let me know where you're at, what you're doing, how you're going to progress. There is one way out, and it does appear to be that way. Everybody in group number 1, you guys are completely on pause. So don't tell me your actions of what you're doing next time or who you're helping or who you're healing. We will get back to your gameplay in just a minute. Go grab a soda, watch, observe, whatever the case may be. This is all about group number 2. Roxanne says, I am unarmed. I'm in the back. Fair enough. Man bun. Back up. I love it. Wait a minute. The tank. Tommy the tank is like, you guys get up there and take the brunt of this. I'm not a real tank yet. Come on, Tommy. I'm not going to take away experience points for not playing your class, but all right. Father Ron, praying and asking what they want. So is this like, dear Father, that are, by the way, guys, was it one or the other? Are you praying or are you asking what they want? Because that doesn't seem like a very sincere prayer if you're interrupting your prayer. Will the Bill, backing up and slowly saying we are not a threat. Tammy says, Tommy, get up here. Let's make friends with them. Okay. Backing up with the group. So has anyone from group number 2 attacked? Did I miss any attacks? Tommy, pick a number from 1 to 6, sir. Four. You guys hear a poof. And Tommy, you feel like you just lost half of your big toe. 1 point of damage. One of these commandos just shot Tommy right in the foot as he backed up. Tommy the tank, the toe might still be there, but boy, was that a painful, painful feeling. You just took a point of damage. The rest of you notice that the weapons are locked and loaded. And you guys can read Crawfish's message. That's not a message for me. That's a message for your team. All right. Only one attack. There were no additional attacks that round. Group 2. Tommy is bouncing a little bit. I need to know what the rest of all of you are doing in Group 2. Remember, M through Z. Anybody M through Z is Group 2. Crawfish takes out a potion and enrages. I'm sorry, not Crawfish. Ocean Man. Ocean Man. Good call. 25 XP. That'll cover you for the next attack, if there is an attack. Father Ron, I'm asking the group to step back, and I throw my yellow seal smoke. Ron. Roxanne yells, "What do you want?" All right. Deadly Dimes. Hand on my weapon, backing up fast. Do you have a medic in group number 2? Is there anybody in group number 2 that is a medic? Group 2 is much, much smaller. Will? I don't think there is a medic. Will, have you used your action this turn? I don't think I've seen you. I think everybody else has reacted. Tammy Hill and Will. Will takes a rage potion. So Will is enraged. And Tammy Hill. Tammy's helping Tommy. All right. Tammy Deadly Dimes. Throw downs my... Tammy, how many clone smokes are you throwing down? All right. Dimes uses a clone smoke. Okay, let me give the scenario for everybody. Everybody has acted. Ray is enraged. Will is enraged. Tammy drops a clone smoke potion. There are 2 images of Tammy. Ron threw a potion at these guys, and it created a hardened barrier around them because they are all wearing masks. So Ron, you just actually increased the armor of your target. Tammy, pick a number 1 to 6. Tammy, you hear pow, pow, pow. 3 attacks right in the heart of Tammy Deadly Dimes. 15 points of lethal damage. To her clone, because she used the clone smoke. The smoke goes up. They wasted their attack on a mirror image of nothing. Group number 2, it is now your attack. All 3 of these guys mean business. All 3 put on a direct hit at Tammy Deadly Dimes and completely missed the target. So, Will, Tommy, Tammy, Ron, I need to know your next round of attacks. Will runs forward to attack, trying to hit the main artery on the leg, twisting the knife. That's fine, Will. You're guaranteed the attack. You're not guaranteed the target. But certainly running into attack. So Will is running in. Luckily, there's not a sniper back there before he chose his course of action. So Will runs in. All right, guys, there are 3. We're going to do this like bowling pins. The guy in front's number 1. The guy on the left side is number 2. The guy on the right side is number 3. So Will, are you running in to attack the front guard? So Will goes in, hits. Will, pick a number. And what weapon, what is the knife that you're using? This is why it's important, you guys, when you do the equipping session and the inventory sessions, there's only a few pieces of gear. There's going to be 3 pieces of weapons that you know, so you tell me what the weapon is and what the modifier on the weapon is. So what we want to make sure is we want to make sure that Will actually has a knife and he's not running in and attacking with a 9mm. Will is attacking with Prancer, has a modifier, and Will, you are enraged. 8 points of damage. He falls down to a knee, but doesn't appear to be dead. So clearly he's a little higher level. You guys know most of you are rocking 5. Will does 8 points of damage. He looks pretty wounded. I'll say that. So 1 is down on a knee, drops his weapon when he goes down to a knee. All right, everybody else. Tammy, Deadly Dimes. Tommy, Ocean Man. Ocean Man says, I'm rushing into attack number 3 with a melee attack. So Ocean Man, you come in. You have no weapon. So Ocean Man is rushing in for number 3. You hit 2 points of damage, slugging it out. But certainly you are close enough that he might not be able to fire the ranged weapon on you. So I'm going to give you 25 experience points for taking a ranged sniper out of ranged weapon usage. Tommy, I use my 9mm with the purple glyph to attack with my clone smoke. All right, so Tommy is dropping clone smoke. And Tommy, which target are you attacking? 1, 2, or 3? And Tammy Hill, Deadly Dimes, and Ron Moore. Tommy attacking number 1. Number 1 is out of commission between Will and Tommy. Done. Tammy Dimes, I come up to number 2 with my battle axe and kick weapon from Will's victim back to my team. Ooh. Tammy, you have a choice. between kicking a weapon and attacking number 2. Take your pick. Swing your battle axe or kick the weapon. Tammy swings her axe. All right, number 1 to 10, please, Tammy. Tammy, you hit for 8 points of damage. He's still up. Tammy is standing in front of the officer on the left. Ocean Man is standing in front of the one on the right. Neither seem to be in a position to use their weapons, and the first one is now dead. Tammy Hill and Roxanne Dunlap, I need to know what your attacks are going to be or what your actions are going to be. Roxanne, would you like to run up and grab the gun or would you like to attack? I'm going to give you 5 seconds to make that decision. And those of you on standby, start thinking about your decisions in advance. It'll certainly speed it up. Ron goes to number 2, hits it with the blunt end. Ron, pick a number 1 to 4. Ron, you do 2 points of damage. Number 2 is down. Number 3 is still up with Ocean Man in front. Tammy and Roxanne, you have both successfully crawled up and ran up to grab the same weapon. You each have your hand on the rifle that he was holding. So pick a number. Each of you pick a number from 1 to 6. And one of you will walk away with the weapon. Tammy Hill, you have a weapon. All right, everybody. Ocean Man, pick a number 1 to 8, please. Where's Ray? Ray, 1 to 8. Five-second counter. Five. Ray, you get knocked backwards. You take 3 points of damage from the butt of a rifle. Instead of shooting, he just clocks you across the head. So there is range now between you and he. Knocked you back about 5 or 6 feet. All right, group, it is now your turn to attack. There is one military commando up. Ray still has 2 points of life. Tommy has 4 points of life. I need to know what everybody's action is. Type it in chat right now. You have 10 seconds. At the end of 10 seconds, he will be firing at Ray. Tommy hits the deck. So 1 wasted attack. Will throws Clone Smoke and goes in with Prancer. Will and Tammy are both going into attack. Will and Tammy, I need you to both roll 1 to 6. Pick numbers 1 to 6. Roxanne, Tammy as well. I see Father Ron saying a little prayer. Will hits for 4 points of damage. Tammy hits for 6. Slices him in half. Will went in low. Tammy went in high. Tammy, your blade went lower and lower. Will, your head is in direct range of her blade. Will, pick a number 1 to 6. As Tammy's blade goes right to the forehead of Will, it stops. The power of Father Ron might have had something to do with it. The group has completely annihilated all 3 of the commandos. Give yourself a high five. Pretty balanced battle. There were a couple things you could have done a little bit different, but good job with combat. Group number 2, everybody survived it. There's still a little bit of smoke from the battle. Everybody gets XP. But as the smoke begins to clear, someone was watching the battle from behind. I mean, you didn't think that we were just going to have a bunch of military men in this, did you? There was one additional person waiting behind the group. And yes, I had to pay my girlfriend for a manicure and pedicure in order to have her pose for this. No, come on, guys. Look, you guys just took out 3 military men, and the battle is just beginning. I need the groups. That's a good question. All right, everybody. Group number 2, you guys get initiative. I need everybody's course of action. Tammy Hill. I bet Tommy the Tank will charge. Ten seconds, everybody. Deadly Dimes yells, "Who are you? Ready to attack?" Will, you're telling me you have dynamite, or you're telling her you have dynamite? Will says, everyone run. Will's telling the group, I have dynamite. Everyone run. All right, everybody. Are you running? Tammy Hill says we should all point our weapons at her and tell her to stand down. Okay, let's get a common course of action. I'm feeling like Will is getting ready to toss this dynamite. 5 seconds, everybody. 5 additional seconds. No answer, Deadly Dimes. All right, Ocean Man is going in to pick up a gun. Tommy, are you going in to pick up a gun as well? Hold on. All right. Ray, pick a number 1 to 16. Ray takes 14 points of lethal damage as he bends to pick up the gun. It is she's literally like 6 feet away from you. Direct hit. Smoke fills the room. Ray is dead. Group. Ray, it is turn-based combat. You get 1 attack, 1 turn to pick up the weapon, not to use the weapon. Your turn was to pick up the weapon. Her turn was to shoot at you while you were picking up the weapon. And the weapon probably would have still been there had you guys made different decisions. Will, you're throwing dynamite? I mean, the only thing in there at this point is a dead Ocean Man. All right, group, 5 seconds. There is a cloud of smoke. There is a dead Ocean Man. You don't know what is behind it. I'm going to give everybody in group 5 seconds to take your next chances. You can try whatever you want, but I'm going to hold you to whatever you choose. because your next action is very important. Tommy's hitting the deck. Will throws dynamite, sticking with the group. And you guys here, first of all, Ray is all over both walls. But the weapons that were on the ground go up like 4th of July. So much that group number 1 probably hears it. It's like, pat, 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 pat. Like all the ammo, it is a complete explosion. Weapons, ammo, completely destroyed. Ray, you're taking a death penalty. You will be back with the group as we go into next combat. As the smoke clears, Group 2, you notice 2 key cards on the ground. Both have the letter R. Could have been from the soldiers, could have been from the female boss. I need to know who are picking up the cards. Who are going to be responsible for holding the cards? Looks like Roxanne and Tommy each grabbed a card. Okay. There's only 2, so maybe you guys need to discuss this. I see Tammy, Will, what say you? Ray, you'll be back after the scene. You'll be in the next scene. All right, you guys talk amongst yourself, group number 2. In chat, I'm not going to pay attention to it. When I come back to this group, you guys can tell me who had the key cards, but we're not going to waste a whole lot of time on the key cards. There are 2 R's. All right. Group number 1. Will, there was smoke. There was big explosion. All the weapons were destroyed. And there were 2 key cards left on the ground. You didn't kill any of your players, but you did not see any additional bodies from the explosion. All right. So group number 2, you guys figure out the key cards, talk amongst yourselves. We'll get back to you guys in just a little bit. Once again, know your inventory, check your items, be ready to go for any situation. So, all right, let me get a quick roll call. Who's here from group number 1? Crawfish says to the group, was that an explosion? Good call. He heard it, making the group aware. Okay. I need to be very clear with group number 1. what you do in this room is going to affect more than just yourself. Think before you act. All right. Each of you are exactly at the entrance of this room, and this is what you see. You have not moved. You see a wall to the left, a wall to the right. You see tiles in front of you, and you see a court straight ahead. And you see a message. So I'm going to let you survey the landscape and take action. So group, I'm going to give you 15 seconds or so to sort of let me know what you're going to do. Okay, I need each person to pick a number from 1 to 6. Each person in group number 1, pick a number from 1 to 6. And remember your number for me, not for your group. Okay. There are 6 tiles from left to right. The farthest left is number 1. The second is number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. So whatever number you picked is where you are standing from left to right. So if you pick number 1, you're the furthest left. Number 2, you're second furthest left. Number 3, 4, you're the 2 in the middle. 5, right. And 6 is the far right. Now, everybody has their position. You can change your position. If you say number 5, you don't have to stay number 5. You can go to number 1, number 2, number 6, whatever the case may be. All right. With that being said, now I need to know what your action is. There is no 0. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's fine. Amanda's going to number 1. Amy's going to number 1. You guys are fine. Moonshot moving to number 6. So Ben says move forward as a group together. Do you guys agree? Sherilyn, you pick up the... Gushe Gushe says, I'm 4, walking slowly. All right, so the group is moving forward. Is that correct? Okay. As all of you move forward, the floor opens, and each of you fall, and everyone takes 1 point of damage. Spike damage. Doesn't matter. All the floors open, Crawfish. Everyone falls, in a pit on a tile. Every single one of you just took 1 point of damage. If you didn't move, you fell in a pit because somebody else moved. You didn't have to move. I'm going to say it again. Every tile just opened up and each of you took 1 point of damage. Everybody's at 4. Now I'm assuming everybody's going to crawl back out and go back to the starting point. Is that a fair assessment? You crawl out. The tiles close. Everybody's at 4 life. And you're right back to where you started from. You are. Okay, round number 2. Group. I'll give you 15 seconds to let me know what you guys decide to do. Once again, you can pick a number from 1 to 6. Amy, you want to go over and check the hole? To the right? Then don't type it if you're not going to do it. All right, group. All right, crawfish. You go slowly forward on number 2, is that correct? And everybody else stays back? Is that correct, Ben? Crawfish goes forward. Okay. The group stays back. Crawfish goes forward on number 2. And every tile opens. Everybody in the group takes 2 points of damage. Everybody at this point has taken 3 points of damage. I'm assuming that the group is going to crawl back out and go back and reset the tiles. Kel, you're in group number 1, correct? Is your team listening to you? All right, I'm going to give you guys 15 more seconds. Crawfish says before anybody moves, who's using potions? By the way, everybody's taking 3 points of damage. And the first one was 1, the second one was 2. That means the third spike might be lethal damage for the entire group. Bonnie, you want to check the hole to the right? Amy uses heal smoke. Julie J says, nobody move. All right, so everybody's taking 3 points of damage. Amy uses heal smoke on the entire group. It covers the entire area. Each person gets 2 points of health back. So now you've all only taken 1 point of damage. All right. Everyone seems to be on 3. Nothing happens. Anybody moving? There's 6 tiles left to right. Ben, you're on tile 3 and you're moving forward. Is that correct? All right, everybody. Ben is moving forward. The floor does not open. Ben is standing on tile 3. He moves forward to the next tile 3. And nothing happens. He has moved successfully 4 feet ahead of the group. And nothing happened. Ben, you are 4 feet ahead of everybody else. They are still back on their number 3 tile. What is the group going to do? Everybody moves to Ben's tile. Crawfish says, Ben, go to 2. I'll let you guys sort it out. Okay. So, Ben, you were moving to the left to tile number 2? All right, so everyone is moving to number 3. And Ben, you're moving to the left of tile number 2. Is that correct? Okay. As Ben moves to the left, every tile opens and everybody takes 3 points of damage. Very good, Heart of Nixie. All right. I'm assuming Ben would like to crawl out and go back to the right. Is that correct, Ben? On the third tile where everyone is standing? Crawfish uses a group heal potion. Group gains back 3 points of life. Will says, are the zombie noises coming through the doors behind them? Oh, no. Will, you wouldn't do that, would you? You guys hear a faint growling in the distance that is starting to speed up just a little bit. All right, Father Ron, you are feeling something come over you, almost like a premonition. All right, group. Oh, kills coin. Kels, can you give Gemstone a kills coin? This room is the pits. Now that is classic. Very, very well done, Gemstone. We got a battle going on. Crawfish, hey, Will, it's your turn. Payback. I do hear, Crawfish, you hear something in the distance. Getting a little bit closer. Not super fast, but getting closer. So Hippo says, I'm picking up one of those boards. So Hippo, you're moving forward to pick up that board, correct? I just want to make sure. Ben just used a healing potion. All right. Hippo moves forward off of the third tile and goes third tile straight in front of the group. Everybody in the group just took 3 more points of damage and landed in the pit. You're all now at 1 point of life. Julie J., Did Ben move diagonally to tile number 2? No, Ben did not. Ben moved to the left to tile number 2. Great question. Will the Bill, I still love you though. The group crawls out of the pit, and the tiles reset. And Julie J., I'm going to give you 50 XP for that super chat, 50 experience points. Julie J., you might want to say that again and not even super chat it, but you might want to mention that to your team a second time. One thing that you guys really want to do is you want to include everybody on your team, because some of the best suggestions are made by people that are saying the least. Everyone is back on tile number 3, one space forward from where they started. Heart of Nixie. Julia Muse. Father Ron. Father Ron senses the group's in danger and prays for mass healing. Ron, you do not get mass healing but something screams out diagonal to you, Ron. JB Smart, there's a humming and buzzing noise. Killer bees emerge from the floor. Oh, no. No, he didn't. All right, everybody. Ben goes diagonally to number 2. And the tiles do not open. However, Ben is on tile number 2 diagonally. Everybody else is on tile number 3. You are on safe ground, and you are surrounded by bees. I'm going to give you 10 seconds, everybody. What are you going to do? I'm going to let it play. I want to see how the group reacts to standing in place and dealing with killer bees. Amy throws, Crawfish throws chill smoke. So the bees go super slow, they turn yellow, freeze in place, and fall. Very, very well done. I'm going to give Amy 25 experience points, and Crawfish, I'm going to give you 25 experience points as well. And JB Smart, I'm going to give you 50 experience points. Very, very well done. Good introduction. Good challenge for the group. Not so crazy that it messed them up, but when you roll your character, we're going to get you out of the gates for JB Smart. I like the strategy to making the group think and react without making it so overbearing that they get themselves in a lot of trouble. So, very well done. All right, Ben moves from his spot on 2 diagonally to number 1. Oh, Ben, say you didn't. And yes, Ben goes to number 1, and the rest of the broken floor opens up, and the group goes safely down the stairway. Well done, group. You survived. What did we call it? I had an official name for it. Hold on. That was like the floor no more. Great job, group. Good experience, good puzzles, good strategy. Everybody did a great job there. So we are moving forward for a couple more minutes. And we are back to group number 2. So group number 2, everybody still here? No one died. Great strategy. Great use of healing potions. Chill smoke. Seal smoke. Could have saved yourself a little bit of pain. All right, group number 2. Ray, you are back with the group. This is your entrance. And it does say, do open, sun inside. All right, group 2. Shall we proceed? Tammy says, let's go. We pop the door open. And this is what is inside. And this is where we're going to leave it. We are about 13 minutes over. We're at a great stopping point. Goucher says next time. So I want you guys to pay close attention. This will be the last image that you see. And next Friday is tentatively the conclusion of the Asylum. The first combat took about 15 minutes longer than I had planned. There was a little bit more we wanted to get through tonight. But absolutely, you guys got better and better and better and more organized. There was just a lot of wildness and attacks. The strategy in the Floor No More room was much, much better. You guys absolutely did a good job. Fifth $2 super chat. We're gonna call it. You're gonna have to save that one for next week. No accidental noises, crawfish. So I'm gonna hang out with you guys just for a couple minutes, just for a couple recaps. Those of you that have somewhere to be, like I said, I want to keep this exactly 11 o'clock. Appreciate you guys getting involved. Good use of your inventory. So highlights from tonight. Let's talk about it. If you got to go, you got to go. I'll hang out for another 5 minutes. So I hang out 5 minutes and just give you guys a little bit of analysis, feedback, things you guys thought you could have done a little bit better. I did like group number 2, use of the rage potions and the tact and slowing it down a little bit more. Even when Ray ran in and just punched, it was a rage potion, so it was double damage. Father Ron, remember Group 1? I tried to help. I will slap Will for you. Father Ron picking up another pack. So I know many of you, Ray, you got tons of rage potions. And remember, you're getting experience for these decisions. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock, we will be doing our coffee with kills. And at 1 o'clock, there will be equipping your gear from this week, selling your unused items, and a super, super big pack opening. So good time to load up on your potions, your strategies. There's going to be a couple more new potions in there. But some of the things I really liked, what I liked tonight is I like the use of the seal smoke. I like that Ray tried to use it, and then Amy used it on the bees. Perfect. I mean, the bees don't like the smoke, but then it just kind of froze them in place. Crawfish slowing them down a little bit. Good 1-2 punch, as far as I'm concerned. And your gear and your weapons are going to become much, much more valuable. When you're falling in pits, and whether it's hitting your ankle or your leg or different areas, your gear is certainly going to help you. But tonight was less about the protection from the gear and really more about coordinating your attacks as a group, moving as a group, paying attention. I would have liked for you guys to read the clue up on the wall before you made your first move. And that's why I was very particular where you're standing left to right and kind of calculating and thinking through. Great job to Julie J. I think right after Ben moved to the left, you guys were all over the place as far as suggestions. And it was like a light bulb. She's like, did he move diagonally? So great action. And remember, start to play your classes. If you're a tank, you're going to want to absorb a little bit of damage. If you're a priest, you can still attack, but you kind of got to have one eye on the divine. Medics were really, I thought the medics in the first scene were really slow in reacting. What'd you guys think about whether it was Football Master that went in or Cherilyn that went in? All the medics were on one target. Poor communication, and then they got a little bit better. But it seems like most of our adventures we go into, there's panic at first, and then it sort of mellows out. Will the Bill, I will use 100 against Group 1. It was just a zombie noise. You want to go? Let's go. I feel a showdown going, and I think this is going to play in perfectly to what I have in store for you guys next week. I am absolutely thrilled that there's a good competitive nature. So we got Ocean Man is going to be coming up with scenarios. Will's going to be coming up with scenarios. JB Smart, great job throwing that mix in there. Remember, if it's too outlandish, it may or may not happen. Now, if you're creative, if you say there's going to be 1,000 walkers come up, I'm going to veto it. It's going to slow the game down. But if you can think of some clever, creative, subtle hindrances, then absolutely it will. There'll be a strong chance it comes into play. Okay, who has not rolled a character that would like to roll a character? Is there anybody here that observed and says, hey, I want to get involved, I'm hanging out, I'm watching, I'm going to use the next couple minutes to roll up any new character. So if you've got a class in mind, if you want to be a sniper, you want to be a medic, you want to be a ninja, the B-man, like zombie noise. JB, you want to roll up a character, or you just want to be kind of like the evil weekly bystander? No worries. You can tomorrow as well. Once again, we're doing a super long event. And during the hours of 1 o'clock and probably 5:30, something along those lines, we're going to let you guys equip your inventory that you picked up during the pack openings. We're also going to let you sell your excessive inventory. And any new items you get, if you get new items tomorrow, then we'll let you equip those as well. Oh, he said 5 Richard Simmons walkers sneak up on Will and Shorties. that Will, that's going to be tough to beat. That will be, wow. I'm speechless. That's just going to freeze you. All right. Tammy Hill has a question. What's your question, Tammy? You do get to keep the weapon. I don't know what the weapon is yet because I'm not prepared for that. But tomorrow I will. I'll give you stats on it. It was a good move to pick it up. Some of the moves to pick up weapons were a little questionable, like the timing, Ray. But yeah, Tammy, I'll get you stats on it tomorrow. Yep, no worries. And you guys will continue to pick up additional gear, additional rewards, so on and so forth. Okay, everybody, with that, you know what, Ray? That's the fun in it. I mean, taking the risk sometimes is going to pay off. Sometimes, you're going to get a damage penalty. But, play the character and have fun with it. You don't score the big wins if you don't take a risk every once in a while. Okay, with that, everybody, I got to tell you guys, this was one of my favorite scenarios. I was absolutely looking forward to it. I knew it was going to be a little hectic. I knew it was going to be a little chaotic. Sorting out the combat always is. When you guys are with your own groups, it's going to get easier because you're going to get used to the gameplay and the style from everybody. It's still a little bit of kind of helter-skelter, everybody doing their own thing, but it certainly is fun. Kel picking up a pack for tomorrow. Will is memorized and frozen and all. And Crawfish, I certainly think if you have Richard Simmons walkers come in tights, that there's going to be at least a couple people that are probably going to lose initiative and be frozen. Now, there could be a couple people that go into an immediate rage as well. So it could have the adverse effect. So, hey, everybody, join us tomorrow, 11 o'clock, hang out, and definitely be here between 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock. And if you picked up Super Chats tonight, Kel is added to the list. I'm sure we're over 120 packs already. I'll probably have as many as 300 available. So there will be plenty of potions, plenty of glyphs, plenty of time to add to what you guys are going to do. So you don't have to do it all tonight. We will be on the spot, but I will cap it somewhere around 300. So if we get really, really nuts and oversell, then we'll do something else. If you guys had a good time, do me a favor, make sure you hit that like button. And thanks for playing tonight. Next week is going to be absolutely epic because this room is going to be a complete mind-blowing experience for you guys. And then what happens next is going to take Play Dead Live to a whole different level. You guys get some rest. I'll see you all tomorrow for a super, super big event. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.